Hello YouTube, this side Sohail and you are watching Zyno Codeware YouTube channel. In this video we are going to discuss what is the difference between the compiler and interpreter. So let's get started. A compiler is a software that typically takes a high-level language like C++ and Java code as input and converts the input to a lower-level language at once. It lists all the errors if the input code does not follow the rules of its language. This process is much faster than interpreter, but it becomes difficult to debug all the errors together in a program. A compiler is a translating program that translates the instructions of high-level language to machine-level language. A program which is input to the compiler is called a source program. This program is now converted to a machine-level language by a compiler is known as the object code. Why we need compilers? Compilers are essential tools for software development. They enable developers to write code in high-level programming languages, which are easier to understand and more human-readable than machine code. Compilers also ensure that code is correct and efficient, reducing the likelihood of errors and improving performance. Compilers also make it possible to develop software for different platforms and architectures. A single code base can be compiled into executable code that runs on multiple operating systems, such as Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. This cross-platform compatibility makes it easier to develop software that can be used by a wide range of users. Interpreter. It is a software by which the conversion of the high-level instructions is performed line by line to machine-level language, other than compiler and assembler, is known as interpreter. If an error is found on any line, the execution stops till it is corrected. This process of correcting errors is easier as it gives line-by-line error, but the program takes more time to execute successfully. Interpreters were first used in 1952 to ease programming within the limitations of computers at the time. It translates source code into some efficient intermediate representation and immediately execute this. For interpreted programs, the source code is needed to run the program every time. Interpreted programs run slower than compiled programs. Why we need an interpreter? The first and vital need of an interpreter is to translate source code from high-level language to machine language. However, for this purpose compiler is also there to satisfy this condition. The compiler is a very powerful tool for developing programs in a high-level language. However, there are several demerits associated with the compiler. If the source code is huge in size, then it might take hours to compile the source code, which will significantly increase the compilation duration. Here, interpreter plays its role. They can cut this huge compilation duration. They are designed to translate single instruction at a time and execute them immediately. That's for this video. Hope you under the difference between compiler and interpreter. If you find these video informative, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.